Hello and welcome to Gaming News with Jake. Here you'll find all the gaming news by me. Probably. Now it has been a while and I do apologise, I have been very busy just with life. So yeah, there's a few news what I'm a bit behind on, so I'll kind of brush over them quickly so I can get up to date with the most recent news. So yeah, let's get right onto it. Kingdom Hearts 3 got some new gameplay and they announced the new Toy Story world and showed some stuff on that. What's funny is that the gameplay looks better than the animation of Toy Story 3. I found that quite funny. A lot of people found that quite funny. So yeah, Square Enix are certainly making that game look nice if it's looking better than the movie. Now I'm not going to really explain what happened in the Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay just because explaining Kingdom Hearts to someone who has no idea what it's about is like the impossible task. But pretty much it showed the Toy Story world running around with Buzz Lightyear and Woody. It showed new spells like, you know, fireballs, casting spells, you know, all that, showing how all that works. And just a bunch of combos and how fluent the combat is with the Keyblade and the Heartless and stuff like that. So yeah, as someone who's played Kingdom Hearts, you know, it's been a long wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. They expect that to come out in 2018, they announced. So hopefully it will come out because it has been a long wait. So hopefully it's paid off and will be a really good game in the end. Splatoon 2 got a Splatfest before the game was released, and this was Team Cake versus Team Ice Cream. Now, Team Ice Cream won by a landslide, and you're probably wondering why I'm bringing this up. My concern is that there's going to be a lot of unfair results on future Splatfests. So, my concern is that whatever Team Marina is on, so in that case, Marina was Team Ice Cream. She preferred ice cream over cake. So, my concern is that people are going to be voting for Marina over Pearl rather than the actual thing what's meant to be voted for. So if you prefer cake or ice cream, no, people are just siding with Marina just because of the way she looks over Pearl. For those who don't know, Marina has a lot showing over Pearl. And I feel like that's the concern I have, is that a lot of people are just voting for her just because of the way she looks. Now there was a Splatfest what just ended, which was Team Mayo or Team Ketchup. Well, Team Mayo was Pearl and Team Ketchup was Marina. Now, Team Mayo won. So you're probably wondering, well Jake, that just completely like debunked your theory of people just voting for Marina. No, I have the results right here. So Team Ketchup got 73 of the votes. Mayo only got 27. That's a huge difference. So obviously people are still voting for Marina just because of her looks over Pearl. The only reason Mayo won is because Mayo won more games than Ketchup. So, and not by much. Seriously, this was like a speck off. So Mayo only won by like a speck. So Mayo got 52% of the solo games and Ketchup got 58. And on team games, Mayo got 51% while Ketchup got 49. So there was a tiny margin between them, and this is the worry I have, is that the votes are so different compared to like what Pearl's on to Marina, that I just have a feeling that a lot of these are going to be on Marina's side. And it really bugs me because I feel like the Splatfests are going to be ruined because people aren't voting for what they're meant to be voting for, like what they prefer. They're voting for whatever Marina's on. And the votes prove it, like 73% of the votes went to Marina over Pearl. So, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, Team Mayo did win and that was Pearl, but it was only by a speck, like tiniest speck ever. So I feel like Mayo got really lucky on that regard, but I'm happy I was Team Mayo because I prefer Mayo. I wasn't just voting because I like Pearl. I actually prefer Mayo over ketchup, so I'm a fair voter, and I hope people actually start voting fairly, but that's asking a lot just because of how it is. Anyway, I probably went into verbal diarrhea mode on that. I have no idea what I sounded like, so I'm moving on. Let's get out of here. Bye. Cream soda, sponsored by Salad Attack. I wish. A new Atari console got announced, and it's supposed to be crowd-funded at some time, so like kickstarted. And they have visioned this console to be like up to date with current consoles, so to be able to play like modern games on the Xbox One and PS4. And they're gonna have developers develop exclusive games for them. So we're gonna be seeing like game cases, like say exclusively on Atari console, like stuff like that. It's just, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, there's no room for it. People already have an Xbox One and PS4. Why do they want a modern Atari console when the Atari failed back in the day? There's just like no room for it. No one wants it. It's going to fail. Like, I'm sorry if I sound like a bummer on this, but it's not gonna happen. Like, seriously. If you want a modern console, you're just gonna get a PS4 and Xbox One. Why would you randomly go to an Atari console? Like... Anyway, moving on. The Sims 4 has been announced on Xbox One, and it's coming out this year on November 17th. A PS4 version of the game has not been announced, but this being EA, I just assumed this is kind of like a timed exclusive sort of thing on Xbox One, and a version of the PS4 is in the works, but will just come out sometime later on. So yeah, if you're Sims guy, you got that to look forward to, I suppose. Man, I love this stuff. It's good shit. PS Plus UK subscriptions are going up in price on the 31st of August. Now, I wrote this down, so I'm just going to read it on my notepad. So, for a yearly subscription of PS Plus in the UK, this is not affecting anywhere else, I don't believe so. So, it was £40, which is quite a reasonable amount of price. You know, for a whole year, £40, that's pretty good. But it's going up to £50, so £10 more. That's okay. If you want half a year, so 6 months, that was £15. Well, that's going up £5 now. That's going up to £20. Okay. And for a month, it was £6. It is now going up to £7, so that went up £1. Man, I don't know. That's kind of bullshit. Like, I don't... Why? So as you can imagine, people in the UK are not happy about this, and me being from the UK, yeah, this kind of takes the piss. So, my personal experience, I don't feel like £50 justifies a yearly subscription of PS Plus. My experience with PS Plus has been quite bad compared to Xbox Live. Xbox Live, I feel like, just does a better job in every department than PS Plus. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on that. I'm pretty sure all the PS fanboys are going to come running at me now. But yeah, I just feel like this is taking the mick. I really do. We're getting mugged off yet again. For the players my fucking ass. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy may be getting an Xbox One release. So, a few months back there was an Xbox One version of the game cited on a Brazilian retail site, I believe. But that could have just been a mistake. It happens. But to further back this up, a video what went up on YouTube a couple weeks back was uploaded by a UI designer who worked on Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Now, the mistake of this video is that it showed Xbox One prompts at the bottom instead of PS4 prompts. So, within about 10 minutes or so, the video was deleted, but by then people already caught on to it, they screen capped it, they re-uploaded it, etc. So it's out there if you want to see it. So the likelihood of Crash Bandicoot coming out on PC and Xbox One is very high, and it's extremely high considering that Crash is owned by Activision, and all Activision care about is just milking as much money out of people as possible. So seeing how Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy was so successful on PS4, of course they want to release it on more, like, you know, platforms, like on PC and Xbox One. They'll be daft not to. All they're thinking about is like, oh, give me your money. Give me all your money. Oh, yeah. So yeah, don't be surprised if you see Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming out on PC and Xbox One sometime in the future. That's all I'm saying. A Persona 5 anime has been announced and is coming to Japan in 2018. A Western release date hasn't been announced, or if it will even happen, but the likelihood of a Western date will come at some point, just because the other Persona animes have always gotten some dubbed or translation version of them over here, so the likelihood of that happening is pretty high. I'm really looking forward to that. I loved Persona 5, and to be able to see that in like an anime form with just its art style, I feel like that could be like really good, because I adored the style what Persona 5 had going for it. And Persona 5 is just a really good game in general. Like, if you have a PS4, you should go definitely pick up that game. And following that news, they also announced that Persona 5 Dancing Star Night will be coming out on PS4 and Vita in 2018. So, yeah. There was Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and it was just like a dancing rhythm game to the Persona soundtrack. The Persona soundtrack is like fantastic, so I might pick that up, because I've heard that a lot of people do adore Persona 4 Dancing All Night, so I'll have to see what I'm feeling at the time, but it's definitely on the table. And that about wraps it up. So again, I just want to apologise that this one took so long to come around. I know that in this episode there was probably a lot of old news that you already knew about. So yeah, I apologise for that. I have been extremely busy. Even doing this, you know, I'm expecting to do something in a few hours again. So yeah, I'm just a bit busy at the moment, which is kind of weird because I never was the type of person to be busy, but getting a girlfriend does that. Weird that. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now and I'll let you enjoy the rest of your day or night or wherever you are. So,